Hey everybody, Sean Holsinger here from HolsingersFlyShop.com. Bringing you another video. This time it's a steelhead pattern, steelhead, brown trout, actually any stream trout here in the wintertime, fall into the spring even. It's a nuke egg. It's an egg pattern. It imitates an egg inside the veil. It's a very productive pattern. It's a very good pattern. That's why we're going to share it with you. And it's actually a really simple pattern to tie too. So let's sit back and watch. Okay, this is the nuke egg, and it's pretty easy fly to tie. It's actually easier than a single egg pattern with using glow bug yarn. You guys know that if I'm tying a single egg, I usually tie it with McFly foam, and that's what's easiest for me. But this is a different pattern. You can see the orange on the inside of this fly here. This is when the fly is finished, hot off the vise, but here's what it looks like when it hits the water. I'm going to take that same fly, dunk it in the water here. Now you can see the nucleus of that egg inside there. Well, my lighting isn't really helping me a whole lot here, but there you go. You can see the orange on the inside of that fly that shines through that white veil, and that's the key to this fly. So let's get into tying it here. I'm tying this on a Daiichi X510 size 10 hook. Because I'm tying it to go up, we fish during the salmon run. If you're tying it for steelhead, tie it on a Daiichi 1112 scud hook, would work fine for it. But I like to have a heavier hook. You can see how heavy the gauge is on this wire here. And I like to have that when I'm up salmon fishing, because we don't break these hooks. First thing we're going to do is put some thread on. The thread we're using is some Vivas orange thread. You can use whatever color here because it all gets hidden. But we're using 10 watt D23 orange thread is the color. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Bug Shop glow bug yarn, and this one is orange, and this was going to be the inside. Now this is the fun part. You can mess around with here a little bit. You can tie this in different colors. Different color combinations, I should say. Just make sure you have your darker color, like here we're using orange on the inside and your lighter color on the outside, or you'll never see the dark color on the inside. So what we're going to do is just tie it down there, and then we're going to fold it up on both sides. And you don't have to make a perfect egg here. That's why this fly is easy to tie. So I'll just make a couple wraps on each side just to lock it into place, and then we're going to take this, give it a little bit of twist there, and I'm going to chop it off about, no more than 1/4 of an inch, closer, probably like 3/16 of an inch. Okay, then we're just gonna fluff that around, and you see how that makes a nice little orange ball. Doesn't, like I said, doesn't have to be perfectly round here because it's getting covered up by that egg veil. So that's what we want to see right there. Now we're gonna take our thread and we're gonna come behind that egg, and we're gonna make the veil on this egg. And for the veil, like I said, use a lighter color, like a salmon egg color, or I'm going to use white on this one. And I'm going to use, on this piece, I use about 1/2 piece of glow bug yarn. On the inside color, I use about 1/2 piece. On the outside color, I'm going to use pretty much the full piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a nice even cut on it. Get that here. Okay, a nice even flush cut. You can see there, and we're going to tie that down right behind that egg. Now this is my way of tying it. This is how I like to tie it. Some other people might tie it differently, but this is the way that I get it to lay the nicest. So we're just going to tie this down, make a couple wraps, make sure you get all those fibers trapped there. Okay, then we're going to bring our thread back in front of the egg up towards the eye. Okay, now we're going to take with our veil here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to thin this out, okay? And I'm just going to separate all the fibers so you got a nice veil with it. And all I'm doing is just lightly pulling it. Okay, and there you can see how I got this nice veil of glow bug yarn there. And what I'm doing is I'm going to pull that the whole way around the hook, so it goes the whole way around that inside egg. And then once you get that, we're going to pull it up over the eye. We're just going to make a nice even layer up over that egg. And we're going to pull it through our string there. And then just pull it towards the eye, okay? Once we get it there, we're going to pull it kind of tight. Not real tight, because you want a nice egg shape. And then we're just going to take our thread and we're going to loosely wrap it around so it makes a nice egg over top of it there, nice round egg. And then I'm going to tie it down and cinch it down a little bit tighter. Okay, now we're going to take this veil, we're going to separate it back over. I'm going to pull it back out of the way. And I'm just going to make a couple wraps right in front, just enough to tie it off here. Okay, now we got that tied off. Now we're going to take and trim this veil to length. So I pull it back over, and yeah, it gives you twice the veil, but it just gives you a nice shaped egg too. So I pull it back over and trim it off like right there at the bend of the hook, and there's your egg. Really simple way to tie an egg, and that's all that's to it. So give that a try, and I'm going to stick it in the water here again. Let you see it in the water. Like I said, it soaks up that water. The inside comes through, which you can't really see real well with my lighting here, but the orange on the inside there shines through the veil, and you get a nice egg. You get to see the nucleus of the egg inside, hence the name the Nuke egg. So give this fly a try. I'm sure it'll catch a fish during the steelhead runs and stuff like that. And anything you need to tie these flies, you can get at the shop at holsingersflyshop.com. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please take the time to subscribe to the YouTube channel and our Facebook page. And also, we're on Instagram, and you can follow us on Instagram. I'm always putting new flies on there. If you're interested in buying flies, hit me up at the shop at or on my email at holsingersflyshop@gmail.com. And thanks for watching. I'm Sean Holsinger.